I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the heat. I'm trying to do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Oh, yes, sir. I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they say. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Can't be a real, might get you canceled. The whole system need to dismantle. Coppers treated like the utmost wanted. Trying to rule the block, but don't know what goes on. News got a story with a new take on me. Carrying out the window with the screw face on me. But I know that God love me when my burn. 95 degrees and I can't get sunburn. Wonder when your government will make me legal. Burn the whole city if I can't be equal. Get off my please, Brad, I earned that. 400 years, how you still ain't learned? I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm trying to do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Oh, yes, sir. I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they say. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Shout out to the trying to gentrify the genre. Tell them free my middle finger to your honor. In the days coming down the seconds on the timer. Goofy still trying to purchase that designer. About to buy it, learn to grow my own food. Cause I don't like the look they give me in the Whole Foods. And when you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. But it ain't on me now, I'm limping cause my heavy. But ain't sweet, think we thin. My whole attitude on MC Ren. It's my neighborhood now, Bob, I bought that. 400 years, how you still ain't caught that? I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm trying to do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Oh, yes, sir. I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they say. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out.
Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. I hope you are feeling powerful and focused for the day. Empress Elegy, I hope you got some sleep.
I did. Grand Rising, Brother Lance. I did. Where's everybody? What's going on here? Where's everybody? Where's everybody?
They'll be here.
Hi,
as far as where
I'm talking about on the YouTube.
Okay. Let me see if I did anything wrong here. No, I didn't. Everything is good.
Okay.
Well, we kind of out here at the last minute, but folks should kind of know that the show is going to be. Yeah,
I
we're
know.
good. Yeah,
Right,
but it's not
right,
always
right.
going to be that way. I mean, we stayed up late and up late, but it wasn't late for maybe you. But I'm going to give you an honest thing here. Can I be honest with you?
Yes. Be honest.
I didn't get to bed till 8:00 this morning.
Why?
I got so focused on doing some work on the site.
Oh,
I did some
wow.
things behind the scenes. I'm really into the site, and I just, I put up a new commenting system that's phenomenal. I'm going to work on it later on today, and it's got some things that no other site has. Where we don't have it there now, but I'm going to add in voice responses. You don't have to type your response on the site, not now, but later on. You'll be able to hold it up to your phone and talk your response in.
Ooh.
So imagine how you go back and forth with that. Now you can hear the voices of those who are commenting. Not that the option is there to still write, but I had to go and set it up on a foundational level, like do this, do that. So another 2 hours and some other things I'm going to tweak to make it look a certain way, and it's going to be there. And I'll be on there a lot, just leaving responses on every post that we put up.
Okay.
And a few other little goodies that I'm going to implement, because like I said, before this month is out, I'll be in a whole different phase. I want everything to be beautiful and run smooth. And I'll be doing stuff every day, maintenance wise, like an hour and a half, just sitting there tweaking, looking for stuff to keep everything running right. So I want everybody to come when they see something working wrong on the site or don't understand, just hit me up and let me know, and I'll be right on it. I just, now I got everything done pretty much.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yes.
But you have to go on each post, because I don't have the comment section on the home page anymore, because that's eventually going to get so long and it doesn't go away. But you want it on each post. But I don't want to get so technical early on in the show, because it's not going to be a long one. I want to grab some sunlight after this, because I was up really. I had sunlight in the morning, but I had to leave it and go to bed and get some sleep.
Yeah.
So I got about 4 hours, but I'm hyped. Now I'm starting to ask myself, am I secretly going somewhere and sniffing cocaine because I got a lot of energy? You know what I mean? So, somebody would run with that, like he's trying to tell us something. He's trying to break something. No, never that. I've always taken care of myself.
Right.
So
no, you're good.
Everybody's here.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be here?
YouTube and all the other platforms. TheLanceScurv.com is where we have everything going on. We're still there. We're not going to do the whole thing or after hour. You got to come on over, but just come on over anyway. If you still happen to be there, we'll fine. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
We'll that way.
Because I see Oyala is over there. So hi, sis. She's over on that side on the TheLanceScurv.com. Hi, Sister Synovia. Hi, Azula again. Yes. So, after the show last night, I went to bed. I really did. I went to bed because.
Well, you should at that hour, even though I'm 5 hours ahead of you. I mean, why not?
You're crazy.
He's here. No, I know. I'm freestyling. You know what I mean? It's just like when you're getting ready for a Thanksgiving dinner or a get together or some kind of cookout, and you want to be on time. And you just like, okay, I'm going all out. I don't care. And usually you greet people and they come in or whatever, and you didn't even wash your own backside yet. Now everything is ready. Okay, it's
true.
Y'all have
to.
That's the way it is.
True. That is true. And then you gotta rush. Mm-hmm.
And it's not even a good shower, because if you don't do it in your own master bedroom, or you have some kind of arrangement, or even family, they're gonna come knock on that bed.
Right.
You're not really, because your eyes are open, your ears are open. You hear kids running down the side of the house. You don't know who's in. You have family looking out, but still, you want to be the one to go and look over. So it's that kind of feeling. So for me, I'm not pushing hard like this. I want momentum to take over as maintenance. So everything that I didn't look to tackle, I'm tackling. And then I got a peek into Pandora's box on another section of things that I can be doing that'll make things better. So it's And you know what? When I went to bed, I whipped out my phone and I started looking at things on the phone.
Oh my God.
No, but when you have your enthusiasm rolling like that, roll with it, as long as you're not hurting yourself. Now I know I can't do this all the time. I can't do this all the time. It'll burn me out. But right now, like I said, with the other things going on in my life that are on point and on schedule, and I'm happy to be at this point with that, it's going to give me more. I can kind of dig into my resources. Because when Mrs. Scurv woke up this morning, she woke up laughing. She said, I told you I wasn't going to go to bed. It was a natural type of constant, like valerian, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And she's like, Lance, I'll give this to you. Because I said, listen, you got something to put me to sleep. You know, like, you know, all those different things back there. So she came up with the So she said, she told me what it was. I forgot what it was. She said, this is worse than valerian. It will put you to sleep really bad. I said, listen, I'm twice your size. You need to give me twice the amount because that bad boy tasted good. So I was trying to get, you know, I love those little herbal concentrated things, right? That can't hurt you. Right. So she said, no, this is going to knock you out. And it didn't. Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Or is it one of those things where, you know, you're like, it's not going to knock me. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not going to knock me out. So you tell yourself it's not going to knock you out. No.
That's where my system is. I'm very resistant to things like that. So I usually have to take more. Like when I would take, say for example, if I take a NyQuil or whatever, you know, I actually did have a cold, it would help with the symptoms, but it wouldn't put me to sleep nighttime formula. You know, it wouldn't work.
Oh wow!
It's about my body. My body is like straight hyped, and I have to like watch that.
Right.
There's never no energy. There'll be lower energy if I really dog myself out, but I still got more energy than most people, unless I severely burn myself out. And then I just leave and walk away from everything. Then come back to make up. Oh, I'm behind. You know, that's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Yes.
I want to say again to everybody that if you haven't done it, if you can do it again, found out from a boxing channel that channel is getting shadow banned. To unsubscribe from this channel and then go back and subscribe again. It kind of shakes off the cooties from you being removed or the effectiveness of you not getting a notification from YouTube. But LanceScurv.com is where you need to be focused on because you're going to see what we're doing regardless of what YouTube does.
Right.
But just let's see how it goes. You know, if you did it last night, you don't have to do it again. But if you're first time hearing this, unsubscribe from the LanceScurv YouTube channel and resubscribe again.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
I did that. I did that the other day. You know, they unsubscribed me. So whoever.
Again?
No. Just that one time. So you know.
Oh yeah. Well, see, doing it this way is everybody's way of saying "F you" to YouTube. We know what you're doing. You're not going to stop us.
Right. So I'll do that. I'll unsubscribe and resubscribe. Although you know.
Yeah, and occasionally, you know, just don't even wait. Like next week, let me do it again. Click. You know.
Hey, Indigo King. I guess Indigo King loved the bus stories.
Oh, okay. No, we're gonna do a bus story show. Let's do one Friday, exclusively for that. And I'm gonna get into the deep psychology. Bus drivers will love this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take you through a day with me, but it won't be just one day. It'll be like, how could I say it? It'll be okay. Let me move myself over here. Oh, I still got the same background. I'm still in church. Where'd the girl go?
Listen, they sent her in the back to put on a robe.
Yeah. But see, I think that usher, she might be an older woman, but she's kind of arching her back a little bit. See, it's those that you have to watch out for. Because they'll be like, young man, I need you to help me lift something. Yeah, I know. It's not no boxes, it's your skirt. But we're not going to go there right now. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's because I had a background made for when we got deeper into the show, because I was going to end it, but we kept rolling and we never did. So if I can kind of show you the
oh, okay.
Nothing bad. YouTube can't say it's anything bad, right?
No, it's just titties.
That's what it is.
You're a mess.
I know I'm nuts. Even though I have some.
Well, I guess that's putting your happiness first.
Say it again.
I said that's putting your happiness first.
No, if I can do the show like this and turn my with the background.
Oh no, my gosh.
Symbolically.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna be like, something. It's gonna be some homo dude. He likes breasts, huh? I don't have those. I don't know.
Oh well.
Some cross.
Oh
I'm
well.
pissed off.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Romy. Hi, Superman. Good to see y'all. Come on over. So, how are we doing this? So, we staying over here all. We're gonna be 90 minutes today, guys. Brother
Yeah.
Lance got to get some sun.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we staying over on YouTube for 90 minutes or?
Yeah. Well, we'll hit YouTube in like 45 minutes or so. You know.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I can't. I was gonna let it slide, but I can't not. I gotta, because there may be 3 people that come over, 2 people that never knew about doing it that way. That way, they know that if they don't see me on YouTube, it's like, okay, let me go to TheLanceScurvShow.com. That's why I keep saying it. I don't want to annoy people here. I just want to keep saying it every now and then.
Right.
If you don't
right.
it's on YouTube, y'all, and you don't come here a lot, it's okay. But number one, if you come to the channel or look for the channel, just look for TheLanceScurv.com. We're gonna have a lot of little things there that you don't see on YouTube or on any other social media platform. I'm gonna make sure of that, and I'm starting with that later on today when I put up the. I got Michael Hamer to do, and I got a couple of small things to do, and we're gonna keep it going like that. So whatever you get on social media, there'll be like 3 times the amount of other stuff that we can do that's a little more risque. We're not gonna show the bra, we're gonna show the brown parts and maybe a nipple symbolically. Okay, that's just symbolic, y'all. But we'll be able to go as far as we want and not have any censorship. And I do want to have those kind of shows. Friday would be good for like a bus stop, a bus drive, a bus stop, and I'm gonna zone and go deep. And say some funny things and play some things. I'll look through some of the old videos and see what I can pull up that's very interesting.
Right.
And we'll go to it, have fun. Because people think, just before we get into the topic, people think that, like, if you ride the bus, most of us have, there's no shame in that. A car breaks down, ride the bus. So we just say we want to deal with a car, we ride the bus. But most people have dealt with the public transportation system in a major city or a smaller city. And if you're really in a tiny city, this is going to be fascinating, because if you didn't have that experience, it's going to be an experience. You know what I mean? So, we're going to let me cut this music kind of off because it's kind of distracting me. Boom. I don't know how loud it was. It's just really loud in my ear. But the whole experience and the things I've seen, because, most people don't think from a bus driver's point of view, like, we're invisible. You see the bus, there's the bus. You don't say, oh, there's the driver, unless you know the driver. You see what I mean?
Right.
So disconnect. And so even when you get on the bus, you swipe your card, you pay your money. You don't need any eye contact. The bus driver can just sit there. Some will greet you if they know you, whatever, but he's an invisible person, because when you sit down and get on your cell phone and start talking, he's invisible. He's driving the bus, or he's not paying me any mind. I hear who's cheating, who's going to go cop drugs, who wants to skip out on the landlord without paying any rent, who knocked up who and they want to split town. Just all this. And you see the framework of their life, because their loved one, the significant other, might be waiting for them at the bus stop, but you heard what they're going to do. Yeah, he goes to work at 12 tonight, whatever. And you got all these groceries, and your man is waiting for you to take the groceries home, but you plan on how to cheat. You know what I mean? It's more twisted stuff than you realize. And it gives you a peek into these people's lives and human nature. And that's one thing I say. I never went to college, but I'm a student of human nature. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. And it goes deep. The little videos you saw were funny little things, whatever. But there's some people out here with some serious issues. And the main thing is that people are fronting. They got this facade on. Most people. Even nice people who don't have much issues. What's the first thing? How you doing, man? Oh, I'm fine. I don't expect you to go and say, oh, I couldn't get it up last night. I think I lost my job. You know what I mean? I can't afford my car. To a stranger, or even to a close friend, because sometimes you don't even want to really express yourself to a close friend. Like, I'll wait to bring this up with them, because they're going to get concerned and they're going to keep reminding you this thing is going on, and you just want to have a place of peace before you expose what you're going through.
Right.
So that's.
Plus, it's hard.
I mean, we're going to go deep on that.
What do you really say if somebody says, "How are you doing?" Like you said, and you don't want to express those things. You don't really want to come out and say, "This is what it is," or Because a lot of times, unless you're saying it to someone who, when they asked you how are you doing, they genuinely want to know how you're doing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's a waste of time. Because people
Well,
just ask it as a formality. Okay, they
well,
ask
you
how
know
you
who's who in
doing.
your life. Yeah,
Hmm?
you know who's who in your life and who you can open up to. And for the ones who are close to me,
Hmm.
who they're gonna get a little pissed at, why didn't you tell me? I'm not gonna wait 2 weeks to say it. But they ask me how I'm feeling, I'll tell them straight up, listen, I'm going through something right now. You're definitely gonna, be the one I talk to about it. It's not life threatening. To let them know if it is or isn't. Someone's looking to
Right,
kill you. Can I come over, stay for a couple of days and stay inside?
right.
Um, but you let them know, like, I just want to have a little time to focus on this and be still and frame it. It's nothing urgent. Yet let folks know where it's on the scale.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is if you found that you have a terminal illness, is like you don't tell anybody at all until you start looking sick, and they're like, "What?"
Hmm.
They get hurt perpetually. That's my
Right.
boy. Or that's my old girlfriend, or whatever. Or we're close, but it's kind of messed up that they didn't tell me. I really,
Right.
so you got to give them the extra. But the people who don't, they're not in your circle. Just say something. Just hey man, everything's good as far as like normalcy is concerned. There's ups and downs and stuff, but man, the other day I went and got some ice cream, man. It's a flavor I haven't had in a long time. Man, that thing was good. You deflected. You
Hmm.
gave them a little
Hmm.
something, just in general. You know what I mean? Things
Right.
are good. Thorns in my side, but I'm knock those off by next week. But man, I went to the sushi joint. Man, I ate so much, I had to pull over on the side of the road. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're like, they won't have a string to pull. And now you're talking to this person that's not really in your circle, that you don't talk to about these things, or they're really a low-key gossip and want to get something from you.
Hmm.
With that little part where you say, hey, things got a couple of thorns on my side. You might really want to specify. This annoying
Right.
guy on the job. It's not important to them. They're not going to run with that, you know. But if you say to like a person who's not in your inner circle, me and my woman, we've been going through some serious problems, man. Man, they
Mm.
gonna run. They're gonna call up some. Oh, yeah, I saw them in the supermarket, man, and they was in different checkout lines.
I
You know what I
know.
mean?
I
It
know.
might be you just don't know. So you don't give out any information that's not going to be bounced off of a person that's going to be useful to you and make them still feel that they have membership in your life. Because you can't tell everybody everything. You can't do it.
That's
And
true.
it's just amazing how many people we have to rehearse these things. Really, you have to. Like when something happens,
Hmm.
how you go damage control and the press.
Indeed.
Because pros out here, they the press.
Yeah.
And when they hear it from somebody else, they're gonna come at you with it.
Hmm.
It's gonna be unexpected. If you wake up in the morning time and you're rubbing your eyes, you go to the bathroom, and Mike Tyson's in there ready to hit you with something you didn't know, boom, it's worse enough if you knew, right?
Hmm.
But if
Because
you're
you could have
prepared,
prepared yourself. Right.
right, I'm gonna wear some shoes. I can get grounded and get some grip, some power, whatever. This is gonna happen in 2 weeks. Look, it's not enough time to get in shape, but I'm gonna get myself ready to a point. You know what I mean? So you got to do damage control,
All right.
and you have your own PR man, woman, to know that
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
maybe your cousin or your nephew or your niece, it's known now. They've been seen prostituting, and they know that people know they're on drugs, and the people who are not with you,
Hmm.
secondary people to the people who are outside of your circle, the secondary people,
Right.
right? That through association. That Negro sitting on the stoop that every time you wave to the person that you went to school with in elementary school, you know this person, but y'all don't hang out. That person next to them. That after you leave, yeah, I went to school and they went and they bought this house. They got married. They give them the Lord, so they think they know you. Those are the first ones who got the balls. Oh, I heard your niece is out there hoeing on the strip.
Right.
You know, so you got to be ready for anything from anybody. And then they're studying your face to see if there's any hurt or any pain. Yeah, that's bad. How you feel about that? Well, the people that are out there paying her, who knows if she got a disease? Did we see you out there one night? Throw it right back on them. Put them on the defensive. Put them on the back foot. There are a lot of great fighters out here who can fight going forward if you let them. But the minute you come at them and put them on the defensive, they're not throwing any punches most of the time. When you put somebody on the defensive and you're just throwing anything, you don't know how, don't just, most people who don't fight, they
cover up, right.
Women, they lean back and they do anything. What is that? And their knees are wide open. Just kick them in the knee. And I'm not saying for another woman if you're defending yourself against a woman or a man. But in our life, this is what we do. And we may try to sound confident, but our body language speaks that we've been defeated or you got a blow in because they're going to study and they're going to run back. Look like that thing was true. Because when I said it to them, they were looking kind of, but if they pop, and you come right back with something, they're like, oh, damn.
That's
they don't have time to think about the assault on you.
That's right.
You in an unexpected way because they're not really in your inner circle. They're tight with somebody who's still outside of your circle. But because they feel they know something about you, they feel they have legal right. Like, don't worry, I'll be the one. The ones that step forward. And people are bold. People are bold. I had a dude come up to me in Orlando, and I knew somebody who worked in the clinic. For real. And they called me. We were tight. It was a young lady. It was no sexual thing or whatever. We were tight. I'm close with more women than men. Like, I'm close to men. I don't shun the brothers. But I have different types of relationships with women that from the outside, what are you doing with that girl? It ain't like that, right?
Right.
I love female energy. But here's the thing. I delivered some food to her. She said, listen, I'm going to be here extra. I'm supposed to just come in for a half a day. Listen, I'm broke. I said, don't worry about what you want to do. So I went in there and she was busy. So I didn't leave it. I wanted to put it in her hand because that's food. You don't know how people are evil. So I sat down and evidently somebody who knew me was in there too.
Oh, really?
Hey man, what up, Scurv? I heard you in the clinic. So man, what you doing, man? I see you around a lot of women.
God.
You taking care of STD or whatever? Huh? You can tell me, man, because I done been up there about 3 or 4 times in the last 4 years. I said, I'll get down like that, man. Well, I know you're going to deny it, whatever. I said, listen, you want to know? You really want to know? It's not as juicy as what you might think, but I have a friend in there that I was delivering food to. Now, let me hear it again, and I'm going to call you out. As a matter of fact, what were you doing in there? You said you heard. I'm assuming it's you because I didn't see you in there. Maybe you were peeking around, whatever. It's crazy.
People just want to be up all in your business.
And they add someone to it, then you go say that again.
Yep.
Say, oh, he had STDs and I saw the sores. And
by the time they get back to you, you should be basically under the earth.
No, I'm serious. This is how they run. And you got to be ready for it. Even before it comes at you. Get your answers right. Not because, you have to tell anybody anything, but it's going to be worse when you just say, I'd rather not talk about that, man. He said he'd rather not talk about it. Now they're going to really add on because they got to have something to grip on.
Yeah.
People ask me, if you went into a yard, if you were a mailman and went into a yard and you saw a pit bull coming at you, what are you going to do? I say, okay, if I'm not next to the fence that I can hop over, or the entrance to the fence is over there and I got to go through him, and I have no choice but to get bitten, I'm not going to turn around and run from him and let
ball up his fist and punch him in the face.
We'll try that, or an uppercut or whatever, but I'm going to give you what I want you to bite while I dig your eyes out. Okay, if I give him the ankle, it ain't going to be so bad, but here, I got my fingers, I'm digging your eyes out now.
Right.
Now, avoid that. If I'm cornered and you are going to bite me, them jokers jump up high and will get around your neck. So here, take your foot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So damage control. It's just like a car accident. You're going, like I said, there's 2 types of people. You have 2 types of people. You're coming into an intersection, you have the light, the other side is not flashing or anything, it's just straight you. And you're not going super fast, but you're going brisk, as you could and should. You're driving and you see something come out the side. And you're peripheral and it's big and it's like, it's coming from the side. You got to be zoned when you're driving. I know this from driving the bus all those years with all those different factors. So I'm going to get hit. What do I do? Do I do like most people?
And stop. No.
No, I got a split second. It's coming from this side. Turn the wheel
To
this way.
wheels. Yes, exactly.
Way.
Yes.
Now, if you have a little more time and you're in the middle lane, right? You're in the middle or the lane closest to, like, say it's 2 lanes on a major street, 3 lanes, and you're on the one that's, or the middle, and you have a lane on this side. You got to keep glancing to make sure you're open there, because you might turn this one and hit another car harder, and now it's 3 vehicles messed up.
Right.
So you always standing. Not that much, but
Batman.
Black man.
That's what it sounded like.
Right? But that's the thing, though. So you can avoid, and even driving a bus, like me, I always wanted the exit way out.
Yeah.
So even in the personal driving, I would stay on the right side of the road, just like Kirkman Road, went down there, on the 21 route. Like if I was coming up I would stay on that side, because now even on the highway, you driving in the middle, you have 2 potential things that can happen to you or come at you.
Yes.
If you drive in the fast lane, you stuck.
Exactly. You know what?
You drive on the divider, or if an 18-wheeler jumps over, it's going to get you. So I'd rather stay in the slow lane, come out of it if I have to the middle, and go back.
That's
Leave
me.
early enough to get speeding.
That's
But
me. That's
I
me.
can drive my ass off. My reflex, boom, I can, but I'm not depending on that. Well, I can drive, boom. No, that's the minute you start thinking that, is the minute someone's going to test your skills. And just be relaxed and be aware of everything. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, nothing. I was listening. I was agreeing with you. I like the middle lane, but a lot more times I prefer to be, like you said, and for the same reason. I don't like to be in the fast lane, especially when, you have traffic coming, opposite, because shit happens. And I've seen enough of that on I-95, where, something jumps over that damn divider, I've seen enough of it.
Yeah.
And so I tend to stay in the right lane, and I move into the middle, middle right as I need to.
That's right.
Now, a lot of people would think that when you're in the right lane, it's because you want to drive slow. No, it's not. I want to know that I can get off if I need to. I don't have to worry about traffic. I'm always thinking exit.
The buildings, like if you're on an open street coming down straight and you see the cross streets, and you can kind of look toward the right. If there's no building right there by the edge of the curb, right? And you can see down the block a little more, you can maintain your speed. But when there's a building right close to the edge of that corner I'm approaching, that means I can't see behind it. There is a speeding vehicle that's just going to fly through.
Yes.
And I'm going to put on my brake or even go a little slower in anticipation of, and I'm assuming there's going to be a car flying through there. And now I'm in a state of mind to, the minute I see something, you can kind of turn, and if you can stop fast enough and people are clear on your left side, you can do this and get away with it. Because right there on Kirkman Road and Conroy on the 21 route, every single day, I'm seeing all of this glass in the intersection.
Yeah.
A lot. It's always cleaned up. And at least the average that I would see this is between 3 to 4 times a day on that major intersection in Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
The glass is different. You come down and you see the glass over here one way, or a piece of fender this way, or a pickup truck on the side. That is a crazy intersection. And I would always slow down when I had right away, even on a bus, because I've been hit a lot on the bus. I had a pickup truck speeding from behind, and boom.
You're
and
kidding.
I didn't really, but you don't feel it.
Wow.
You feel a little, and you go back there and look, and the whole front of the pickup truck is mashed up like an accordion. I've been T-boned on Michigan and Orange Blossom Trail. I was doing the 40 route.
What?
This is on I'm driving, and out the corner of my eye, I saw this vehicle speeding, and it hit. I was like, oh man. I pulled over. It turned a little bit like it was coming behind me, and it made up its mind, we're leaving. And there were people who were driving who saw that. And they were sitting there flying behind them with the cell phone and got their plates. One person followed them all the way to where they lived, which wasn't too far. They didn't say anything to him, but they came back to the Florida Highway Patrol and the police that were there. And they said, yeah, look, I got to forward this picture. This is a license plate. And I had to sit there and do a report for them, do a report for this one, do my own report when I went back.
Wow.
That was my last trip out. And I was going to come back and enjoy a Sunday evening. You think I did? I was there to the wee hours of Monday morning.
Oh my gosh.
So to me, that's what that meant. And because I write fast, because my brain always thinks fast, I could knock out a report in like 10 minutes, where it would take others in you know, sometimes you would type, or sometimes if you're somewhere else, you had to write it out. And I'd write it out just as quick. At approximately so and so and so on the intersection of whatever, northbound, whatever, you know, on this route, bus number so and so. And a lot of people can't do that. You know?
Yeah. That's challenging.
Yeah. So we got people, and it was cool. You know, I found that out. But there are things that happen that you see. I've seen people hit people and run and quick. And if I can get a cop somewhere, you know, for the safety aspect, it's not like, oh, you a snitch. You know, these are people's lives.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you had someone hit you and run, you want to know something. But if you're doing what you do and this is what you choose to do and that's your business, but like I said, raping babies, beating up old ladies and stuff like that, or beating up old men or whatever, I'm going to tell. If you raping babies, not only am I going to tell, but the circumstances are right, I'm going to beat your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't have to see the action going on. All I got to know is that not only does this not look right, but I know that, you know, I see what's going on. You see a young girl that you don't really know, but some dudes in a big black van pulling her to the inside of the van. Come on, what you think that is? You know what I mean? And so many, oh, damn, messed up, man. Maybe I'll tell your parents that I saw. You're supposed to get involved. And that's where we had community. That's where we had people that cared.
Exactly.
We had a cohesiveness that it made you feel safe. Because even if you didn't like the person down the block around the corner, they would look out for your kids. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And now the first thing we do now,
kids were off limit.
We going, what? Or you question. Hey, you know, I walk to the store, man. I know everybody here in the block. Are you waiting for somebody? Make them uncomfortable. And of course, people that have a gun or want to shoot somebody and all that stuff, I understand that. But, you know, there's ways of doing things. If you think on your feet, you know, you play dumb. You know what I mean? You know, you put your headphones on and you walking down in the street and there's a guy parked in the van and you keep dropping something, pick it up, and you get on, yeah, man, so-and-so, and you stop right by the window, yeah, and you peek right on in there, look right him in the face. Or act like you on the phone.
And you good look, yeah.
No, but so-and-so, blip, 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 blip. Make it juicy. Make them hear something and throw them off like, yeah, girl, what you did to me last night, boy, I'm telling you, I'm going to tear you up. Now, you may not be on that vibe, but you lower your vibration, how you appear. Now you're not a threat. But if I come up there, and some James Bond music playing, and I'm walking up to him, excuse me, sir. Then now he's gonna know, like, oh man, this guy really spotted me. But if I appear to be in a lower vibration, I become invisible. That's how you do in the hood anyway. Like when you're in the hood, you start talking about sex, you start talking about drugs, you start talking about anything hedonistic. Talk about it. And subconsciously, those who might be doing something and, you know, oh, he one of us. Damn, girl, that ass was good last night. So they ain't gonna look at you because that's normal nigger stuff. Let's just be honest. That's normal niggardly behavior. So if you appear to be what's around you, now if I go into an affluent Jewish neighborhood and I'm just bopping, it's like, yo, what up? What's going on here? And they're looking like,
what are you doing here?
2 more blocks, there's gonna be a cop car. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Can I help you? You know? Yeah. Translation: your black behind is not supposed to be here.
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
That's right. Know your surroundings. Exactly. And I know dudes who would go in different neighborhoods and they get costumes. Guys in the prison taught me this. They'd have what do you mean costumes? They ain't Halloween.
What?
They'd have girls with them, like not girls, like little girls. I'm saying women.
Yeah, I know.
And they casing joints, right? And they would have somebody else's card. Maybe they had cards, but this was their job. And so if I'm in a white neighborhood, like I know a dude that used to go to Howard Beach a lot and try to do stuff over there, which is so stupid because not everybody there is in the mob. John Gotti had a home there, whatever. But those regular working people, they knew how to come at them there on the outskirts. And then you had, what's the other one? Howard Beach, and there was a poor part on the other side. There was a wing of it, that pocket that was still affluent. And when I say costume, what do I mean? Joker put on a yellow construction hat, have his jeans and his boots on, and a utility belt with a hammer and a tape measure and other things around there. And the shirt wasn't clean. He'd make sure that it was like, it'd be clean. He'd dusty it up and make himself, and he'd walk around and, he'd ask questions, to people that may be sitting on the steps. Excuse me, I kind of lost myself here. What street is so-and-so and so? My boss likes to go to work early all the time, and he just didn't pick me up today, so I had to take the police. Just hooker, whatever. And then you might hear part of their conversation there on the phone. Now you got some information on that house. People don't case just one house. Dudes case like 20 houses if they have multiple cars, and it's not like we got to be sitting there all the time. They'll take 2 months of watching you, and some of them who are smart will write stuff down, see the activity, look at the mail, the newspapers that are piling up.
Wow.
Look at the other maybe out. You're not just casing the house, you're casing the other houses too. Because if there are Negroes sitting there across the street drinking in front of their house, you ain't gonna go in there unless you go around the back. So a lot of things we telling ourselves. You sitting in the yard sometimes, you have a big fence for privacy, but we can still hear every word. So what? This dude's gonna tie his shoes and he listening to you. Ain't nobody there. He'll be tying his shoes, listening to all your business.
Right. True.
You go into the store, they'll follow you, get the line behind you, buy one little thing. Or when it's their turn, I change my mind. And you on the phone, yeah, I can't wait to go to Bermuda next week. I need this vacation, girl. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna be home. They ain't gonna mess with us. I'm gonna leave a key in the back for my cousin just in case I call him. I want him to go inside under the mat. You know how I always do. Yeah. Fellas, you gotta be careful of these women. They know where you live. They come into the club that you go to that night. They dress all sexy. They hitting on you. You're like, oh, wow, take her to the hotel. And now they find out everything about you. They don't even rob you. They do that. Most men for a woman who's scantily clad, she has a clipboard. He's thinking, okay, she's trying to sell something or get some magazine subscription thing going on, but damn, that skirt is tight. So his intention is to talk to her in the name of what she's trying to sell.
Right.
And so he's going to engage her more, might even let her come in to use the restroom. And then she really going to look around and see, okay, we can go to this window. That doesn't have any bars. Nobody's in this room. Whatever.
And that's
kind
something.
Of medication. We're wide open.
And that's something.
And I don't walk around like this. Oh, you gotta be careful. No, I'm measured in my movements. Even when I act like I'm not. Somebody's checking me out. I'm giving them false information. You know what I mean? I'll say something like I will be out of town and I'll be right there at home. And before we get in the subject, they'll say one more thing. Instagram, Facebook, I used to use those big time. How? It's a thing that I'm off. And I have certain pictures on certain bus stops where I get a certain layover. At the time of my layover, I put up on Facebook or Instagram, man, I can't wait to get home. This traffic is bad out here. But I always knew it was bad around that time. I'm not going to put up a sunny picture and it's raining. I had rainy pictures too. Or at work. Or if I'm at work, I'm saying I'm home. Just always the opposite.
Always the opposite. Right.
Because you know the house. Yeah. But people know, and we want privacy so much, we tell so much about ourselves.
That's right.
I still included, but I'm doing it because this is what I do. And I know I don't have any privacy anyway. But all the factions and whatever that watch, not just we're an agent, we're gonna watch the show. No, but they just monitor you. Because Negroes YouTube so long and speaking radical so long, have been radical before they even came online. They gonna watch you. What you going over there for? Convenience of going to Walmart at night? Don't you like that vegan pizza stuff that you go to all the time? You give it up a lot to go over there. It can't be anything, especially at your age. You just go up and just leave. You know what I mean?
And look what you did.
Things. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm. You up and left.
Yeah.
You just.
I said it. Nobody knew I was going to do it, but I said it. Like I said, there's a lot of things that are going on that I'm going to complete. It's going to happen. There's things I'm projecting for the year, the next 2 years, next 3 years. Not that I'm writing my life off, but you got to have some kind of inkling of where you're going to go. And I know that there are going to be things that will happen to throw my plans off a little bit. So there's got to be a plan A, B, all the way to Z for each one of those things. But you got to have something in your mind that you're shooting for. If not, and you out in the waters of life, they'll just flow you out somewhere. And you're like, I didn't have a plan. I don't know where to paddle. Hey,
you go with the current.
Exactly. Yo, it really does look like I'm in the street, because when I backed up, it was like,
you felt weird, huh?
It looked that way. It looked that way.
It did, didn't it?
Just like when you're sitting in a parked car and the car next to you backs up and you start hitting the brake, moving forward.
Yeah. You panic. We talked about that already. We panic.
Yeah. Okay, I got my foot in the brake.
But the car's still moving. What the hell?
Exactly. That's strange.
That messes you up.
I was like, I jammed that brake. And it killed like a minute until I really realized that's messed up.
You're still standing still. Yes, indeed. Yes. So.
Yes. You want to get into the topic now? You want to end everything and come back on LanceScurv.com or what? 46 minutes.
Yeah. Let's do that. We'll do the topic on LanceScurv.com.
Yeah. And we don't have much time for that, but still we're going to get intense.
Let me ask Brother Raw, raise your hand if you are signed up over on LanceScurv.com, because we're not seeing you over there and we want to see you over there. LanceScurv.com, come into the chat as a guest, whatever, but just let us know that you're there. LanceScurv.com, sir. We're missing you over there. Yes.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this here. We're on, I forgot Facebook today, but we're on 3 YouTube channels. We're on Twitter. I'm gonna end those, and just come on over to LanceScurv.com. Front and center, you'll see us. And I shot the message. I got this show together like in record time and got everything connected. And the more I do it now, there's no problems with connectivity, if you noticed.
Right.
Unless it's
because you got it right. Because usually what happens to me over on LanceScurv.com is that center console where the show is supposed to be and you can watch it. It doesn't usually come up for me. It's usually blank with those 3 possible shows that you could be watching.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
So right now,
now it's perfect.
As I was getting it, I still had another screen how to do it. Go to this one and do this and put this code in and this other, and I'm like, okay, now I know it.
Yeah.
Like the apartment that you felt around the wall first with the light switch. Now you're going,
you just know where everything is. Come on over, guys. Come on over.
Right, so I'm knocking it down. I'm gonna knock out Twitter first, and remove. Okay. Now we're gonna go over to Scurv Media, which those are like dummy pages I made that you get the sprinkling of people, but I don't really push it there. I'm gonna